started.
Okay.
Every time. TPR. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Roll Call Interview Series, where we're finally getting restarted here. And today we are joined with AJ. Hi. Introduce yourself. Let us know your gym, where you train, how long you've been training, all that jazz.
Okay. So I'm AJ Clingerman. I'm a purple belt. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have two schools here. Indiana Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, which has been open for almost 20 years. So it'll be 20 years in March. And then Endurance Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. So I train and teach at both schools, sometimes both on the same day, 3 days a week.
That's something, man.
Yeah, I think that was the most of the questions.
Okay. Like you guys are lucky you got in there. You got the Indiana BJJ before other people came, because you know those the states and the cities, those are like the first to go.
Yep. Well, we opened in 2000, so like there wasn't really anything else around. So
gotcha. So you just went straight for the default. Like, well,
yeah, nah, that was it. Like there were a few like in Indiana, but yeah. So
no, we're calling it. It is us. We are Indiana BJJ.
Put my flag.
All right, so we met through the Mighty Dames page, and you sent me a request on you DM'd me a request about going to your camp that you have coming up called the Role Model Camp.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I can't go because of stupid work adult stuff. But I was reading up on it. I was looking at your website, and you guys seem like you're doing a bunch of cool stuff. So tell us about it, how to get involved. Like, just please tell us.
Yeah, so it kind of came from, first I had gone to Rachel Casillas' camp called Girls Gone Gi down in Tennessee. Yeah, super cute. But I loved her camp, and though extremely nervous going in, like it was such a great experience. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to bring this to Indianapolis. So the first camp were like my friends teaching, basically. Just anybody I could get, like, oh, you're a brown belt, come on. And then, so this will be our 7th camp. Yeah. So we've been doing them for a while now. I think we get better and better. Every camp previous to last year was like 60 women. 50 to 70 was pretty normal, but about 60 was our like sellout point. And last year we sold out like January, and it's not until May. So I was like, well, I was actually at my grandma's funeral at the time. So I'm texting my husband, like, just add 10 spots. Like, that 10.
Just do it.
You know, like I can't handle it. So he added 10 and we sold out immediately. And I was like, add 10 more. It's fine. We can fit 80. It's fine. Which is tight, real tight in our and then it sold out immediately again. And I was like, all right, we have to find a bigger location. So we ended up taking it to a high school, and we had 160 women.
More than 80.
Yep. Or maybe double.
That's yeah.
So then, I mean, like from camp last year, we were like already talking, like this is what we have to do, that like planning how to make it better. So we've moved it to like a convention hotel, which I'm super excited about because we can all be together the whole time. Like I've been to camps that are like 4 hours of training and then you get to go do whatever. I feel like every moment of your time I can. Like you don't have to attend all of it, but like I give you the option of all the kind of things.
Like if you want to run yourself ragged, we will aid you.
We will accommodate that. You should maybe think about taking Monday off just to sleep in. No, but yeah.
Good.
And I always say I'm going to take Monday off, and I never do. I'm always just fired up afterwards. I'm like, let's train, let's do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we expect to have 200 to 250 women at this camp.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have 4 female black belts coming in to teach.
Okay. Who are?
Yeah, Nikki Sullivan, who was actually one of those teachers at the first camp, who was like just a friend of mine that I was like, can you teach? But she's now Atta's black belt. And then we have Rachel Casillas. So Rachel's the one that did that camp I went to first, and she's taught at all my camps. She's the only one that's like taught at all 7 of them. And then we have Hanette Stack, who's
Like,
amazing. Oh, I know. I'm so excited. And then
yeah.
Tamara Ornum. So
I mean, that's a good little lineup you got there.
yeah. Yeah. So
So everyone else know this is our second interview we're doing. There was slight technical difficulties on my end. Buttons weren't put. It's totally fine.
I like a good dress rehearsal. It was just dress rehearsal.
Exactly. We were getting to know each other. That's all.
Yeah.
So but one of the things you mentioned is like it's not just jujitsu classes you're doing some other things as well, right?
Yep. Yeah. So Friday during the day, starting at like 10 a.m., I added like more seminar style stuff. So we'll do one on nutrition. Natalie Boss is teaching that. We're doing one on like strength programming. Jess Sunier is teaching on that. We're doing like a how to build a women's team, and like teaching self-defense class. So yeah, so we'll have some stuff that's like that too. Yeah.
That's fantastic because it's like what you're doing is you're not just saying we want to get girls rolling, but you're giving them the tools to expand their own programs and to become leaders in their own area once they leave here, which it's great to go to like a seminar or a camp and learn a couple moves you could teach to your school.
Yeah.
But it's even better to take some of those other intangibles with you, and when you come back you're like, hey, I actually found out why we're not getting as many women as we could.
Yeah.
That's really fantastic. Applause for that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when's the camp? How long is it?
Yep. So it's May 1st through the 3rd, here in Indy. It's so it starts at 10 a.m. on Friday. The like actual opening ceremonies, I'm a crazy person, is at 5 o'clock on Friday, and then
okay.
jujitsu portion will start.
Okay.
And then Saturday, I think we start at like, I think maybe 7 or 8 a.m. with yoga. So I made yoga early so that you could like go
Yeah.
and like caffeinate before we start doing jujitsu.
Mm-hmm.
So because not everyone will do the yoga, but at least it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll have like all 4 black belts are teaching for 3 hours seminars. So yeah, and we have assistant instructors as well. So there will be lots of people. I think my guess is about 20 is how many we plan on assistant instructors that will also be there to like help you, because
Gotcha.
otherwise it's really tough. Like if you have a question and there's one black belt and 250 women.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
That's even when you go to smaller seminars, you're kind of like, please come look at me. And then
Right.
you're looking at the person next to you and they don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, but that's awesome that you have people who are gonna help aid and who know what we're doing and they can help you out. That's awesome.
It'll be so helpful. Emily Kwok, when she came to camp last year, she kind of set that up. She picked out some assistant instructors then, line leaders is what she called them. But yeah, but
that is so much better than
so much better.
We need a oh my God, I would so rock a line leader t-shirt. Just flashback nostalgia. That's pretty awesome.
So, but yeah, I think that'll be helpful. So like it's all day Saturday. Like there's a lunch break and shopping break and roll break in the middle. Pool breaks. There's an indoor pool and stuff. And then Saturday night we're gonna have a party, which is Roaring 20 theme.
Like if you can move,
right?
Have a party.
And then Sunday, same thing. We start at like 8 a.m. and we'll go until about 3 p.m.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So we will definitely make sure to include all the links for this in the description here.
Yeah, done.
Somewhere down here. We'll make sure to add all the links and all the codes for everyone to log in. But what's the website where they can register at?
Yeah, so you can register on thefightHub.com. And like we said, we'll provide the link for that. But we just released our website, which is rolemodelswanted.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll definitely be promoting that. Like down here. I don't know where it's gonna be, but it's gonna be down here.
It'll answer that question. So
that is fantastic. So again, like make sure you go out, support women who are doing great things for the sport and for the community. I wish I could attend, but maybe next year. We're gonna see. So let's go to, on top of doing this, you have like a bunch of other jujitsu ventures that you're in, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, if you can remember them all,
How
what
about
else? What else are you doing in the jujitsu space?
Yeah. So like a very long time ago when we started to build the jujitsu business, I said I wanted to be everything for jujitsu. Like everything you wanted, like I wanted that, like a jujitsu empire.
So one-stop shop, like
Yeah,
everything you need right here.
you.
Gotcha.
So we have 2 schools. So we own both of the schools there. We run a jujitsu tournament called Extreme Grappling Open. We call it the Ego. Ego. And it's been going since 2004. An important part of to note about the Ego is that I am equal pay. So no matter how many
Wait,
women,
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
yep,
Didn't hear that?
I offer equal pay for the men and women.
There we go.
Prize money is always the same. Even if I have 3 women do the absolute and I have 32 guys, I don't care. Like I'm gonna support the women. I'm gonna help build that. And truthfully, because we do equal pay, we get way more women than any of the other like local tournaments.
Wait a minute. Let's stop. So what you're telling me is you offered money,
Right?
people signed up.
It's so weird.
So like they paid money because there was more money being offered.
Right.
Wow. That
Great.
is such a novel idea. I didn't know it worked like that. I thought that like everyone had to show up first and then they'd offer money for the next one.
So the thing is, like, so many tournaments do that. They'll say like, well, we'll offer you equal pay if you can get so many people to do it. That's on you. Like, fix your marketing. If you can't get people,
Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah. If you say you're gonna do it, do it. Don't. I hate when people like hash out equality.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to give you equality, just not now.
Right. Eventually.
In the future.
Yeah.
Right now, you're screwed. But in the future, oh, it's going to be a beautiful picture of justice. Like, come on, get it together. But so thank you for doing that. That's a huge thing in the community right now. I get what they're saying on the business side, but at the same time, if you got 50 dudes and you're only offering $500, there's no reason why you can't get cash out to the women.
Yep.
Because we're out there on the mats training too. They're working hard too. So that we need to be represented that way. We need to be compensated.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So, yeah, women, yay, all that jazz.
So we also run the Fight Hub, which is an online store that's like we carry a lot of different products like Gameness and Ring to Cage and Fuji. Fuji's the one I support the most for sure. Good for those big booty girls.
There you go. We're always looking for those.
Right. And then we have instructional side of that as well. So that's how the Fight Hub started, was we were looking for a place to put James's instructional DVD. Now we deal with a lot of different other instructors like Josh Hanger, Christian Woodmansey, Tom McMahon. We have a lot of Marcelo Cohen, who's out of Florida. So there's a lot of different people that we've filmed DVDs with and produced and everything for them. Those are on the Fight Hub. And me, I have a self-defense DVD too. So.
Oh, what? Of course you do, because why not?
Right.
So let's see, Jim, what, isn't there a podcast?
There is a podcast, yeah. So last, I think March or April of last year, we started Beauty and the Gi podcast. And you can find it anywhere you can find a podcast. The girl that is my co-host on that, she started jiu-jitsu just a few months before we started the podcast. So it's a real good mix between like somebody that's been in the industry for 20 years and 20 plus, and somebody that's brand new to jiu-jitsu. So
gotcha. Yeah. Different perspectives, and then like different perspectives from the different generations of starting too. Yeah. Because it's a little bit more inclusive now than it was when you started.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
that's awesome. Well, we're actually, I don't think I said it the other one, we're actually in the process of making a podcast for the Mighty Dames as well. Nice. Which we're really excited about. I'm learning all about that. I got the vlogging stuff down, the podcast, and we're
I'm very lucky. My co-host podcasting is what she does for a living.
okay.
She is on podcasting. She edits podcasts, like all of
Gotcha.
that. Beautiful.
So you just like slid and I was like, so I heard.
I just come in and
know how to do this.
She makes me sound better. Like it's great.
Oh, that is awesome. So we didn't really talk about how did you get into jiu-jitsu? Because I mean, I love to hear people's stories because they range from, oh, I've always been interested to like, I saw a flyer and I went into a room.
Yeah.
So how did you get into jiu-jitsu?
A cute boy. No, so when my then boyfriend and I, when we started dating, he was my best friend. And so he was already doing jujitsu. So when we started dating, he was like, just so you know, jujitsu comes first. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like I understand.
I don't even know if you're going to hang around, but sure, do jujitsu.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, so I tried it a little bit back in like 99, 2000. We opened the school. I trained a lot in like 04 and competed a lot then. And then we were struggling, huge financial struggles, trying to keep the school open. So then I went to work full time plus a couple jobs to keep the doors open. So I didn't really train again consistently until 2012.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So, and then what made you jump back in? Just because everything kind of smoothed out? Or was it like something that was a catalyst to get you training again?
Yeah, like I trained a little bit here and there in like not 8, 9, 10, and it would be like there was one other woman on the mat. I'd be like, oh, well, she needs a partner, you know?
Okay, I was like, well, if I have to help her out.
Right, she can't do it alone. And then my dad passed away in 2010, so I really just kind of lost my passion for like all things.
Yeah.
So I was like starting to get back into training, and then beginning of 2010, it was like my life, shifted. That's the best way I can put it. And so it was like 2012 before I felt like I kind of got my head back on straight and, got back on the mat. Yeah.
That's good. All right. That's why I always tell people you kind of never know what life's going to throw at you. So like, it's okay if you have to stop training for a chunk of time. And I honestly believe it's healthy to stop sometimes because there's something about jujitsu. And I mean, I know you can say about a bunch of things too, but like it makes it so easy to obsess about this sport.
I'm so obsessed right now. It's so bad.
It like what other activity besides like MMA does someone like change all their social media handles to? Like everyone's like, James Matthew BJJ or James Matthew MMA or like Rolling Girl 09. Like it becomes your personality in a way that few things that I've ever been involved in have, with the exception being I was a band kid, so music was like a huge chunk of my life, but like the true person I am, I literally just traded one obsession for the other.
Yeah. I've very personality for sure, and jiu-jitsu is just right now for sure.
Well, that's why I always say it's almost good for some people, because if you have that like addictive, like really focused, it's better to do this than all the other vices in the world. So
exactly.
So yeah, you're gonna listen to me talk about why my knees hurt from wrestling, but it beats the alternative of me like just like moping around or just doing nothing.
Right.
So,
yeah,
good.
I'll take
it. So you've been training on and off working, like you said, like 20 or so years?
Yeah.
Okay. So I always like to ask this question. We often say that like, you can't change the past or it wouldn't lead you to where you are, which is to some extent is true, but we all have like certain things we wish we could do differently or change. Like, so what's like one thing throughout your jiu-jitsu journey that you just wish you had a little bit more, like, I would have done this differently, or I wish I had a little more clarity in this stage?
Yeah. So as a whole, I try not to be a person that like, I don't have like regrets necessarily.
Yeah.
Just because I think all of it brought me to who I am today. But I used to say my biggest like regret was not competing more as a white belt.
Okay.
I did, like I said, I did a few tournaments back in like 04, but then I didn't compete again until I was a blue in 2013.
Oh, so a little bit of time in between.
Yeah, exactly. And I really wish that I would have competed more as a white when there wasn't any real pressure. Like,
Gotcha.
but my real regret now is not taking better care of myself, like getting injured and then continuing to competition train through injury and making it a lot worse is definitely, yeah.
And that's not just a regret. That's just like a lesson that like
Yeah.
we should always learn. It's like, if you're not feeling good, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, and I say that, but I'm still really, really bad about doing it. I'm like, you see that like meme or that picture or whatever where the girl's about to get into the water and she's just like blue KT tape all over her entire body.
Yes.
That's me. I feel that.
Well, I feel like there's a difference between like there's workable injuries and there's injuries where you need to sit your ass down.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the line that people need to do. And sometimes we blur it a little too much. Like if you got like a slight twinge in your ankle or something like some of that stuff you can, you can put some tape on and roll through. But if you come into the gym limping.
The thing is, like, the thing about jiu-jitsu is it's very adaptable. So like you can have an injury and often still train through it. So like I dislocated my shoulder doing yoga.
Wait, you cannot just say that casually.
Yep. Yeah. In my basement, watching YouTube 1 week before Masters Worlds. And I was like this with my fingers intertwined and dislocated my own shoulder.
How?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, I can't even touch now.
Like once that happens, like boom. What are you thinking? Like
I was like, man, my arm hurts really bad. Like I didn't know what was wrong. And so I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap. Like I'm gonna sleep this off. So 6 hours later, I was like, I gotta go to the doctor. Something's wrong. I can't touch my face. And so I go to the doctor and I was like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm in quite a bit of pain and I can't touch my face. And he just takes it and like puts it back in, and I just burst into tears. It was so painful.
But you know what? It's better to not expect it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure. Yeah, I just don't out until he put it back in.
Oh my God. I dislocated my shoulder in a competition doing a hip toss. That was I got the takedown, but it was very badly done. So it was like a partial dislocation. So it popped out, and when I landed weird, and it popped back in. So afterwards, it was like swelling and red, and I was like my shoulder was like this. Like I don't think I'm doing open weight. Like I don't know what's going. I go to the doctor, like, did you? I was like I don't think so. Maybe. I don't even know what we were saying because that yoga dislocation completely.
Jiu-jitsu being adaptable. So first,
there you go.
I did do Worlds the next week, but it did not go well. But then for 6 weeks after, I just rolled holding onto my lapel. Like I just didn't use this arm, and I just kept rolling. So it's like sometimes you can train through injury. I don't know if it's a good idea, but
I feel like at the very least there should be a week rest period just to give yourself time to calm.
I took that week between getting it dislocated and then the Worlds. Does that count?
I love where you're like, yeah.
I really should.
When you see people who like break their arms and they do it that way, or we had a guy who dislocated his elbow, which can I say did not know was possible. It's terrifying looking. Dislocated his elbow, and they pop it back in, and he's like, oh, I have to, and he came back to the gym like a week or so later, like, yeah, no one touch him. He's not allowed to do anything. He's telling us like about PT. He's like, oh yeah, we're doing this. I'm like, no, sir. Even now, it's been like a couple months, couple weeks now. Even now, like the first thing we ask, like, which elbow is it again? Is that one? Okay,
I think
cool.
I think we should get like Mr. Yuck patches that we can like put on our gis.
Oh my gosh. It's like injuries here. Just iron-ons too.
Yeah.
Just so they're like just temporary. Yeah. And you just peel off and you're done. We would put like tape.
Yeah.
We take tape, just put an X on it, or wrap it around so you know which one's bad.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. The things we do for this sport. Again, and for us to be people who aren't like reaching for the stars, we're just doing an activity.
Yep.
We're willing to just like risk our entire body and health to do it. Like, again, because we're crazy. Jiu-jitsu is a crazy sport to get involved in.
Yes.
Just Jesus Christ.
We are.
So, let's see here. I don't think we talked about it before, but I know you said you just happened to kind of stumble across the Mighty Dames.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I really don't know how I got into the group. I've been in it for a while, but yeah, I'm not sure how. I really liked it from the beginning because it seemed like such a positive environment. You know, like it wasn't women like complaining a lot or tearing each other down or anything. It was just very positive community, and that's what I always look for with the jiu-jitsu.
So one of the things we, at the Mighty Dames we're really big on is we always say like we're representing for the big girls and all that stuff, but we also try to make sure to promote the importance of like body image, body confidence, and I've actually heard on both sides that jiu-jitsu has helped and that it's kind of hurt when it comes to like the idea of like body confidence and like being okay in your body. Where do you kind of fall in on that spectrum?
That it's helped for sure. Just because, like, knowing what my body can do makes me not care as much what it looks like. You know, like I don't have as many like, oh, you know, I feel bad about this because I'm like, those thighs would murder you. Just so
I got you.
So I don't know, it just brings some confidence that I don't think I would have had without jiu-jitsu.
That's what I like to hear is like you were talking about, it shows you what your body can do, that like those extra pounds, that little bit of chunk on your thighs is actually really beneficial. Like, well, I have the best base ever,
right?
Try me.
Yep, exactly. I love when a guy's like, you're so heavy. I'm like, yep.
Yep. You're
welcome.
Good. So it's always great to see that it has a positive impact, not just in I have something fun I like to do, but like I think with all sports and all activities, especially when you talk about like younger kids, we only expect to go so far in our given sport, right? But it's the additional skills that we learn across the way. So if you're getting something like confidence and just being like self-assured, that translates throughout all of life. So like now I noticed one thing for me personally is like I didn't wear shorts. I did not wear shorts for most of my life. I'm talking middle summer. I got long blue jeans on.
Yeah, and you live
and about 2 years ago, I started wearing shorts. And it all started from me wearing shorts in class. And I was realizing like, if I'm not afraid to wear these shorts with my thighs literally smacking people in the head, like, why can't I go outside in some blue jean shorts? And I've never looked back. I throw these thighs left and right now just because. And I live in Florida, like it's way past due.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. That's
awesome. So you have the role model camp. We have the Mighty Dames. We're both women doing women things in jiu-jitsu in a positive way. Do you have any other faves or any other groups of women or people who are doing positive things for women, or just being women in the community?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like from a jiu-jitsu standpoint, there's the Ascension jewelry. Have you seen that? They have I wish I would have worn the necklace, but I took it off at the school and it's still there. But they've got a lot of cute jewelry. But the one my favorite is like a infinity symbol and it says BJJ and it's got like a heartbeat. But it's so cute because like I wear a dress most of my life if I'm not
Mhm.
doing that. So it's like nice to like still get to represent jujitsu and be girly.
So what I'm hearing is this is a fantastic Valentine's Day gift
Right?
coming up right now.
Absolutely. And then do you know like Fuji's owned by a woman?
I
Like
didn't know that.
yep. Yep.
Huh.
So like that's why they make such good women's skis.
There you go. They know. She like puts this on. She's like, no, we're not doing this
No.
again.
And then not jujitsu related, but like as far as like female empowerment, like the girl brand, like GRRRL. Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they're definitely good for like the female empowerment, like being body positive and all
Mhm.
that. So I like them a lot too.
I've been looking at all their stuff. They have fantastic things, and again, they have we always say we're representing for the bigger girls, but there's also like the other end. It's like really small girls who they can't find anything for them either. So
Yeah.
I like when people have range. I know it's hard for some companies to do, but if you can, why not? So that's why I really like their brand, and they have some awesome designs.
I
So
would make some rash guards. I'd really like some rash guards.
yeah. They had like one or two rash guards. That was
Yeah.
like back in the day. But I think a lot of the people who do it are like lifting CrossFit type people on there. So they have some leggings. I need to get those. I want them to bring back their old school brick house ones.
Yes.
Oh my god, they have a graffiti version now, but I want the red bricks
Yeah.
because I will wear those every day. I will. People will know me. They will see me coming.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a few of their like I've got a ton of their shirts. I have so many of their shirts, but I've got a few of their leggings and a couple of their shorts. I'll wear their shorts because they have pockets in them, so I'll wear them under my dresses. So.
Oh my gosh, can we just talk about the amazingness when you realize you have like shorts that have pockets,
Yes.
and not that stupid like two fingers down pocket where like you couldn't put a credit card in it, but like
Right.
I have shorts where like if I'm not careful, I can put my pockets down lower than my shorts. And everyone's like, "Oh, your pockets are so." I was like, "Yeah, because I have pockets now.
Exactly. Like real
Don't
pockets.
worry about it. It's such a thing. It makes me so happy." I maintain that the reason they do that is they're trying to force me to carry a purse, and I don't want to carry one.
I'm not gonna
Can't.
carry a purse. I've been wearing a fanny pack for like 5 years now.
Oh my god, you have a fanny pack too?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, we're now friends. I love fanny packs. They are efficient. They're
Right.
easy.
Yeah.
They come in so many styles, and better yet, they're hands free.
I know. I can fight somebody if I have to.
Oh my god. Do you know how many times I don't particularly care for purses. I just don't like to wear them.
Same.
Do you know how many times I leave my phone in wallet places? Literally on the way to practice today, I got into the gym. I was like, oh no, where's my phone? I left it on the roof of my car because I didn't put it in something.
Yeah.
But my friends will laugh at me because I'll wear my fanny pack. And like I have multiple. I have my favorite. It can fit like a full like two Monster Energies or like two full Powerades in it. It's the one like when I'm going to the movies, you know, like
nice.
put some candy in there and just zip it. Oh, thank you for just like understanding that fanny packs are amazing.
I love them. Absolutely.
Oh my god, am I about to make a Mighty Dames fanny pack? Because
I would rock that.
That might just be my best thing I've ever done for this community.
We
it's just write a note to myself. Fanny pack. Oh, it's gonna happen. But well, this is awesome. This is a lot of fun. I enjoyed speaking to you. So, like I said, we're going to make sure to include all of your links down in the bio. But if you want to do a quick rundown on where they can just give them your social media handles, where they can get everything.
Yep. I'm pretty easy social media. I'm like AJ Clingerman everywhere, and that's Clingerman with a C. Yeah, I mean, like I've got so many different like groups and everything that I run because of Beauty and the Gi and Role Model and all that. Yeah, find me AJ Clingerman.
Awesome. And like I said, we'll make sure to include it down there. And let's see, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. This was fun.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
So I'm definitely gonna have to get you back on sometime in May so we can kind of do a recap and you can tell us how it went. I expect pictures, I expect videos, I expect a whole bunch of stuff and some fun stories, and we'll do a whole recap thing. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. Well, again, like I said, thank you for coming on. This has been fun, and bye, everyone.
Bye.